What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Bringing you part 2 of the league update slash fight review video, the fight review part. Obviously I told you guys we had some problems. I had some problems this week as far as, keeping up with some of the stuff that went down. We had fights not going down on time, controversy in some fights, but I'm not here to air the league's dirty laundry. Those controversy in fights. The real problem this league has, and I said it before and I'll say it again, is that there is no clear definition on what spam is. Everybody has a different definition. Some people don't think this is spamming, some people think this is spamming, some people don't. I think I've made my views very clear. That's not what this video is going to be about, but I think at some point we need to come together as a league and really discuss what is spamming. That way we're not constantly going through this shit every single fight. That's not my goal in this league, is to fight with you guys about every single fight, or to fight with my homeboy 4 years, or to lose another great friend in Fight Night's Finest, which ended up happening throughout this week due to drama and spamming accusations on both sides. That's what happened in my fight with Big Lokes. We're just not going to get into it. So we're going to go get into the fights, and I will discuss it as much as I can without all the spamming accusations and who said this and who said what, blah blah blah, because at the end of the day, man, it's a fucking video game. We're here to have fun, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep having fun, and I'm gonna keep just going with the flow and trying to put as many good fights in before this fucking game dies. Other than that, I'm not trying to take this as serious as I've been taking it. You know what I mean? This is not a business for me. I'm not getting paid for this. So you know what I mean? As far as like getting mad and fucking getting angry and fucking yelling at people, and it is what it is, man. I think we do need to have a conversation on what exactly spam is, and we need to get people back to being on schedule, man. And fights need to start going down on Sundays if you can, if at all possible. And if not, like I said in the other video, we need to start having backup opponents ready to go. A lot of these problems are brought on by myself for not thinking all these things through and thinking ahead. It is what it is. I'm just a dude who loves Fight Night, and that's all I've ever claimed to be. So you gotta take with the good with the bad. None of y'all paying to be here, so y'all can say what you want. Like I said in the last video, I don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. People like to complain constantly about every little thing. I complain a lot about certain things. I think you guys all know that there's certain things that I feel very strongly about, and I can be a dick, man. Ask ESP, ask fucking Turnup, ask anybody else, man. It's a fucking video game, bro. It's an online video game. People on Fight Night are the scum of the earth for the most part, or at least they can be. You know what I mean? This game brings out the worst in people. So, while I may think in the fucking video game you're a fucking piece of shit, I'm gonna rip your throat out, that doesn't mean that I don't, like you as a person, or I don't think you're okay as a person. Because how a person conducts himself in a video game and how a person conducts himself in real life is oftentimes, worlds apart. I think Turnup 3000, as far as this video game stuff goes, is an arrogant little fuckhead who needs to learn that I will kick you out just because you say I can't. You talk to me like you're some straight up G, I will cut your balls off and hand them to you, partner. But I'm sure, and I hear it in his videos, that Turnup as a person is an alright guy. HC Gaming is a great guy in person. We don't always agree on the video game side. Just like, me and Fight Night's Finest don't always agree on the video game side. So, but I know from talking to, the people that I've talked to in the game, that in general, most of the people as people are good people. So we just need to remember that, and stop making shit so serious, and try to enjoy this game while we can, because it's not going to be around forever. Hopefully a new Fight Night champion comes out And can you guys imagine how big this fucking league would get if a new Fight Night came out right now? Can you imagine? Everybody who does YouTube, man, the channels are gonna fucking blow up when a new Fight Night champion comes out. And alright, so let's go ahead and get into the WBC Championship fight. Fight Night Swinus versus Turnip 3000 for the WBC Championship. Not really a lot I can tell you guys here. Besides that there was spamming accusations on both sides. Again, you know, the whole debate on spamming. I'm not going to go over that here. Fight Night's Finest fights with his HUD off. I call it a HUD, he calls it a HUD, whatever. It is what it is, man. So, you know, I can't see any rounds, and Turnip, you know, at this point in his WBC career was still being a douchebag, not recording fights, not doing defenses, shit like that. So, you know, I didn't even think this fight should have went down. Anyways, the first fight they had got disconnected. It was a 10-round fight anyways. You know, there was accusations of that being on purpose. Other league members in past leagues have done that. You know, they'd start losing and cut the game off. You know, there's debates on who was up and all that. I know it was a close fight. And, you know, if not on the scorecards, you know, and the momentum. But it is what it is, man. They fought once, got disconnected. They fought a second time, and Turnip 3000 ended up becoming your winner. I believe by KO. This video cuts out before the end of the fight. I don't know what happened there, but it is what it is, man. Turnip 3000 is still your WBC champion. Moving on, guys. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, of course, the WBO Championship, me versus Big Locks again. Another fucked up fight. You know, there was about a lot of lag. You know, and you know, at points and times after the fight, you know, and still, oh fuck, I lost, you know, that phase. You know, I made arguments that, you know, he was running, and he said that was because of the lag, and then the numbers, you know, were kind of looked bad. But when you look at the fight and you watch the fight, man, it was a 12-round fight, so you got to remember that. And you know, that's all I can really say, man. There's debates on spamming. You know, we agreed to do a redo because Big Lokes wasn't really happy with the way the fight went. That, you know, ended up getting delayed on both sides for a couple days, and I just basically got tired of holding the league up, man. So I said, fuck it. You know, Big Lokes won the fight. And, you know, I don't need to be making excuses as to why, you know, I lost the fight. The lag was a big factor. I definitely like a rematch, but he is the champion, and I'm going to respect that, and we're going to move on to the IBF. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, next up is the IBF Championship. Salon Cut 199 going up against HC Gaming. Another fight that almost didn't take place, and another fight that was full of controversy. Oh my. These guys were supposed to fight on Sunday. The first fight that they had disconnected, and then the next 2 or 3 times that they tried to connect also, you know, failed to connect. They disconnected, and the intro screen couldn't even get the fight started. Both guys pretty much blaming each other. Salon Cut saying it's a DNS thing. So who knows? All I know is this fight did eventually take place, but when it took place, the rounds were set to 3 minutes real time. All league fights are supposed to be 2-minute rounds. So HC, you know, could have easily, as soon as he noticed it was 3 rounds, you know, stopped the fight and you know, demanded that they resend it. But with the connection problems that they had, I have a feeling that that was a big part of why he went ahead and fought the fight the way it was. Despite that, this was a pretty damn good fight. So let's go ahead and get into, you know, what happened. HZ comes out, he wins the first and the second. Salon Cut wins the third. HC able to catch a knockdown in the fourth. Salon Cut wins the 5th, 6th, catches a knockdown in the 6th, wins the 7th, and then it is pretty much all your boy HC Gaming. This was a tough fight for both guys, though. More so for HC than Salon Cut, because I've been informed that Salon Cut spars all the time with 3-minute rounds, so he's a little bit more used to, you know, the 3-minute rounds than someone who is, you know, used to 2-minute rounds. HC got in big trouble in the middle of the fight with the stamina drain. The stamina drain in a 3-minute fight is crazy per round. So, you know, I gotta give big ups to. Sorry about that, guys. Had to kill me some kids. You know, big ups to HC Gaming for, you know, not only being able to hold on with basically no stamina, but coming back and winning the fight. He comes out, he wins the 8th, he wins the 9th, he wins the 10th, catches a knockdown in the 11th and a knockdown in the 12th to be your winner by decision. I know some blurry ass scorecards there, bro. HC, my brother from another. But regardless, HC Gaming able to come away with the victory in a tough fight. You know, his opponent, Sloncut, is a very tough opponent. Regardless of what anybody fucking says, I'm telling you now that the dude is one to be reckoned with, man. Definitely no pushover. So, you know, big ups for HC being able to not only hold on, but come back with 2 knockdowns and win it in spectacular fashion. So good shit to HC, and looking forward to seeing what's next up from him. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, the next fight that I have for you, as far as I know, some of them may have gotten lost in the fold, you know, just all the drama that's been going on this week. If I did miss you, I apologize. Please let me know, and I will make sure I get you in the next update video. Next up, though, we have NS Houston 713 going up against a new member in the league. Let's fight Chump. Let's go ahead and get straight into the action. NS Houston brings us a fight at the 7th round like he always does. But I do have to say, your boy coming out with some better quality videos. I can at least see the scorecards and the punch stats. So big ups to him for that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. NS comes out, wins the first round. Let's Fight Chump wins the 2nd and the 3rd. NS Houston wins the 4th, catches a knockdown in the 4th. Let's Fight Chump comes back, wins the 5th and the 6th. NS Houston comes back, catches a knockdown in the 7th and a knockdown in the 8th to be your winner by KO. 3 knockdowns. NS Houston 713. NS Houston, a guy that's always in the fucking ring, man. You can always expect to see him on every update video, and he's a fucking beast, so no surprise here. Good fight to NS Houston, and good fight to Let's Fight Chump, the newest member of the league, for putting on a good fight. Won 4 of those rounds before he got knocked out. So that has nothing to sneer at, you know, being able to stick in there with NS Houston. So definitely dude has potential in my book. Moving on. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, I have the return of the Loco P420. Dude comes back with an Elgato with some nice ass video quality, and he is hitting the bricks hard, man. I've seen him all over the place in league fights since he got this capture card. I've seen him in spars, all sorts of shit getting posted to YouTube from your boy. So thanks for all the extra work, man. Appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get into it. Loco P420 takes on NS Houston 713. Big surprise there. These guys are always going at it, always in the ring. So Loco comes out, wins the first round. NS Houston wins the 2nd. Loco wins the 3rd. NS Houston wins the 4th and the 5th. Loco P420 catches a knockdown in the 6th. NS Houston wins the 7th, wins the 8th with a knockdown, wins the 9th, and Loco P420 comes back in the 10th round, scores a knockdown to become your winner by decision in a close one. 93-94, 92-95, 94-93. All in favor of Loco P420. Unanimous decision victory. Good fight, guys. Moving on. Next up, guys, we have yet another fight brought to you in courtesy of Loco P420. This time he goes up against the Get Hit Man in a league fight. The Get Hit Man has also purchased a capture card. So, you know, despite all the bullshit that we got going on in the league, it's still kind of exciting because we got people that were never recording before now starting to record. So, you know, I'm digging that. And I really hope that we can get this back on track, because with all these people recording, you know, it just makes it more fun. You know, makes it everybody more aware. They know exactly how the fight went down. They can watch it and be entertained by it. So, you know, it's really good stuff. So let's go ahead and get into this fight. The Get Hit Man is fucking beast, man. Loco is too, but the Get Hit Man, he's just one hell of a pressure fighter. That 3-punch combination that he likes a lot, just fucking devastating. You can't seem to block it no matter how good your pump blocking is. And he's a southpaw, which also always, you know, spells trouble for me. But let's go ahead and get into this. The Get Hit Man comes out, wins the first round. Loco wins the second. The Get Hit Man wins the third and the fourth. Loco scores a knockdown in the fifth. The Get Hit Man wins the sixth. Loco wins the seventh. It looks like he catches another knockdown. And after that, it is all the Get Hit Man. He comes out, wins the eighth, wins the ninth with a knockdown, and I think he catches, I can't tell if that's it. 8, it looks like it's 6, so that would be like a couple knockdowns. Maybe Loco and his controller, you know, hit him with a headbutt or something like that. Too many fights to watch this whole fight, so I'm basically just going off the scorecards. You guys can go back and watch him yourself. But the Get Hit Man is your winner by decision, 89 to 95, 89 to 95, 89 to 95. Good fight to both gentlemen, and make sure that you subscribe to both of these guys if you're not. Both of these guys have capture cards, so they will be recording. Get Hit Man's got all kinds of spars out there, so, you know, looking forward to seeing his fights and, you know, possibly being in them. It's always nice to see yourself on somebody else's video and get that other, you know, other perspective from the other person's point of view. So good fight to both guys, and motherfucking moving on, bitches. Alright guys, next up we have a fight brought to you in part by Doc Doser going up against España Armada. This is a fight that we've seen maybe once or twice before. Always a good fight. Always nice to see Doc Doser in the ring. He had been hitting me up this week for title shots, you know, with all the drama that went on with Big Locks, you know, whether I was champion, whether we were gonna redo it, blah blah blah. I did not get that in, but now, you know, I went ahead and just said Big Locks keep the belt. I'm tired of the league being held up by it, so, you know, maybe we can get that fight in. Maybe he'll be in a title shot. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I would definitely like to get in a match with Doc Doser. We had an epic match in the last league, and we have not fought since then. So definitely a fight that I am interested in. Let's go ahead and get right into it though. Doc Doser comes out, wins the first and the second. ESP wins the third, and then it is pretty much all Doc Doser, winning the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and the 10th. No knockdowns on either side, it looks like, and it looks like this scorecard is 99 to 91. Your winner by decision, Doc Doser, winning all rounds but one. Pretty much a blowout. Not a complete shutout, but pretty damn close. Good fight to both gentlemen. Moving on. And next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have another fight from Doc Doser going up against El Traga Blaga. Another fight that ended up in controversy. Imagine that. Let's go ahead and get right into it. El Traga comes out, somehow wins the first round. And then it is pretty much, once again, all Doc Doser, winning the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and then the connection goes out from El Traga in the 8th round. Don't know if he rage quit, don't know if his connection gave out, but I have not heard anything from El Traga as far as to hear his side of the story, and it's obvious that Doc Doser did not quit. So as far as I'm concerned, this fight will count, and good fight, Doc Doser once again, dominant performance. And next up, ladies and gentlemen, once again we have another fight by Doc Doser. He has been a fighting fool this week. This time going up against a new league member, Let's Fight Chump. We saw how he did against NS Houston. Let's see how he did against the Doc Doser. Always, the man is no joke. Doc Doser comes out, wins the first round. Let's Fight wins the second. Then it is all Doc Doser coming out, winning the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Let's Fight actually able to come back in the 9th round, scoring 2 knockdowns. but Doc Dozer hangs in there, wins the 10th round, and wins by decision 92-96. Great fight to both guys, and nice effort by Let's Fight Chump by not giving up, sticking in there, and getting a couple knockdowns, man. That's the way to keep your head up, keep going, and that is applaudable. So I applaud you. Moving on. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, I have to cover a couple fights that I missed before our WBO title shot. Big Lock's got 2 league fights in. First one is against Beach Cruiser. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. It looks like Big Locks comes out and wins the first round, catches a knockdown in the first round, wins the second round, wins the third round, wins the fourth round. Beach Cruiser able to come back, win the fourth, win the fifth, catch a knockdown in the seventh, and Big Locks catches, let's see here, two more knockdowns in the 1 second, guys, bear with me. 2 more knockdowns in the 9th round. The last one that Beach Cruiser does not get up from, making Big Locks your winner by KO. 70-40-76 on the scorecards if they matter, but they do not. Good fight to both guys, and moving on. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, and lastly for this week, one last fight from Big Lokes 83 going up against Lil Meezy 87. A fairly newer guy in the league, has been around for a few weeks now, and I believe he has yet to pick up his first league win. Correct me if I'm wrong, bro, and I will apologize. But he takes it on Big Lokes 83. Big Lokes comes out, wins the first and the second. Lil Meezy wins his first and the only round in the third. Big Lokes comes back and wins the fourth, fifth, sixth, catches 2 knockdowns in the seventh, catches 2 knockdowns in the 8th, and 1 more knockdown in the 9th round to end it with 5 knockdowns in the 9th round. Big Lokes your winner by KO in round 9, 79-69. Pretty much a blowout. Not quite a shutout because he got that 1 round, but Big Lokes dominant as ever. Good fight, and Big Lokes, man, quit picking on them younger cats, man. We all do it from time to time, but man, they ain't ready for you, bro. So there it is, guys. Those are your fights that went down this week. Like I said, I apologize if I missed anybody. And without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the league ladder and get into Sunday night fights. Alright, guys, we have one more fight to cover on video, and that is Turner 3000's midweek title defense against Pt2. Now, as far as Big Locks and HC Gaming go, this week, with the schedule being all fucked up, we are not going to make Turn Big Lokes or HC fight a second defense in the week this week. We're going to suspend that in order to get caught up for next week. I'm pretty sure I said that in the last video, but just to let you guys know that this is his weekly defense against Pt2 that he did last week. Actually recorded the video, so big ups for that. I don't know if the video quality, it's hard to see the fight because I think he's maybe got the wrong size for his video. Maybe you can get that widescreen, I don't know, but it's like a little bar in the center that shows the fight. So it's hard to see. Honestly, I didn't watch the whole fight, so we're just gonna go over the scorecards, what I can see of that, and go from there. So he went up against Pt2. Turnup comes out, looks like he scores a knockdown in the first round. Pt2 wins the second and the third round, and then it is pretty much all Turnup, winning the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and the 9th, winning by KO. In the punch stat screen, I can't really see how many knockdowns there were. It just shows the punch stats. It doesn't go far enough for you to see the knockdowns. I'm guessing he got 5 knockdowns though. So I don't know. You guys can go watch the fight. It is on his channel, and go check it out. So moving on. Alright, guys, there you have it. Those are the fights that have went down so far this week. Most of you guys have been paying attention, knows that the rankings ladder and the Sunday night fights have already been announced in the prior video. I had to go back and forth with these videos, cut and paste and do all that happy horse shit. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Data Brooklyn, I'm out. See you guys when I see you. And I'm not the champion anymore, so that means that anybody who wants it can get it. That's one of the best parts about not being champion. You can bust heads whenever you want. Ain't got to worry about losing no strap. So I'm ready to scrap. Doc Doser, Pt2, Taste It. Anybody who wants it, come get it and holla at your boy, because I'm out. Peace.